Hello and welcome to the final video in the Space Marine 8th edition week. Initially I set out to have this video be an update of the options for units I've already covered in Tuesday Tactics, but being as Intercessor squads are the only option that have been really changed, I thought I'd, just cover them and instead make this essentially Tuesday Tactics Intercessor Squad Part 2. Now the first thing I want to stress is that nothing in the old video has been invalidated at all. The last video, everything still fits for the basic Intercessor squads of the bolt rifles. So this video is purely talking about the new options such as the auxiliary grenade launcher and the new weapon choices. So if you haven't seen the initial video to get a feel for what I think the basic Intercessor squad is about, go and check it out. There's going to be a link in the description down below. So the first thing that immediately jumps to eye when you're looking at the new Intercessor squad is the fact they have two new options: the auto bolt rifle and the Stalker bolt rifle. For the basic 5-man squad, it costs 110 points for a Stalker bolt rifle squad and 105 for the auto bolt rifle squad. They also now have the option to be taken up to squads of 10, basically doubling the cost previously. So a basic squad is 200 points, a Stalker bolt rifle squad is 220 points, and an auto bolt rifle squad is 210 points. The Stalker bolt rifle is a solid anti-marine equivalent option, as while it is a single heavy shot, it does come with an AP of -2 and a 36-inch range. Basically, this allows you to, on most tables, set up on a backfield objective and snipe away at approaching heavy or elite infantry reliably. Or, the other option is, if you're playing against a lighter force, such as guardsmen, you can guarantee damage through with every hit, due to the fact, every wound, due to the fact that it completely ignores their armor save. This applies to any save of 5+. It also helps against poxwalkers, as it's actually impossible for them to get cover saves. These guys really do benefit from having a captain or a lieutenant nearby to give them buffs, as with only a single shot they do feel every miss. I do recommend with the captain and lieutenant, if you are taking them to support this squad, to run them with the mastercrafted Stalker heavy bolt rifles. This allows them to support these units, yet still put out damage and not just be there as a useless, not useless, but just there as a buff piece, as you can take them relatively cheap. The second option is the polar opposite of the Stalkers, and that is the auto bolt rifle. They lose 6 inches of range, putting it down to 24 inches, and have no AP compared to the basic bolt rifle, but instead gain Assault 2. Due to the fact it's Assault 2, it allows you to still advance, so you can guarantee your shots will be getting off in the first turn if your opponent is deployed on the backfield. And it allows you to put out double the amount of bolter shots at a 24-inch range than an equivalent tactical squad, or equal from 12 inches onwards. But again, because it's Assault, it's not quite the same. It still allows you to advance and shoot. Essentially, it may be able to keep you out of the assault range. However, if you are more close combat orientated, the other option you can take here is a power sword on a sergeant, and this goes very well with the auto bolt rifle loadout. It's notable to say that the power sword does not replace the sergeant's shooting weapon, so he can still make his auto bolt rifle shots off. I wouldn't really recommend it with the other squad, potentially on the bolt rifle, but you want to keep those out of close combat if possible. Again, these guys benefit from having a captain and lieutenant with a similar loadout nearby. It allows the squad to act as a shield because your opponent will definitely be in range, because it will stop your opponent from targeting these characters. And the two characters also benefit from having from extra firepower to support them, as it more than doubles their shots, essentially, as well as giving them buffers in close combat. I recommend running the captain loadout with the auto bolt rifle and power sword to keep it relatively cheap to run with them. The final option the Intercessor squad has gained is the auxiliary grenade launcher, and this allows a model to make a grenade attack of up to 30 inches instead of the standard 6 inches. Now, personally, I believe this benefits the basic Intercessor squad as it directly supports their weapons as opposed to competing with them. For example, with the Stalkers, you're always going to have better AP, so you're not really going to use them. And the auto bolt rifle, it's slightly more range, but you're trading shots, so it's a trade-off. Whereas with the basic one, it directly supports it. For example, the crack grenade essentially becomes a super bolt rifle shot, as it's a 30-inch strength 6 AP-1 D3 damage shot, whereas the standard frag grenade works very well against a more horde-orientated army, as it gives your squad an extra D6 strength 3 shots. Well, not extra, but it allows you to potentially get extra shots. For example, at 30 inches, rather than just having, if you're running a 5-man squad, rather than just having 5 strength 4 AP-1, you have 4 strength 4 AP-1 shots, and then D6 strength 3 shots, which against a unit such as guards or the Tyrannid, Termagants, Hormagants, etc., you will like those extra hits. Auxiliary grenade launchers can be taken 1 per 5 models, but the rules currently state that only 1 model per squad can use a grenade weapon. So obviously this fits best with combat squads, which is another option Intercessors can now take. As taking 2 in the squad and then split it into 2 5-man squads allows you to make 2 of those 30-inch grenade attacks. All in all, these loadouts have worked very well to increase the viability of Intercessors and make them just a little bit more flexible while still keeping them in the role of hunting other troop choices. This also stops them from stepping on the toes of tactical squads that can be equipped to take on anything, whilst making neither of them obsolete, as they're both used to fulfill different purposes. All in all, I really like the new options to the Intercessor squad. I definitely prefer this over the way I thought it was going to be, which is 1 auto bolt rifle per 5 or 1 Stalker per 5, etc. But yes, that has been the end of the Space Marine 8th edition launch week. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to be notified of more content. Thank you.